Is
Go
that
brush your
Corio?
Yes, I just, hey, bruh.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
Okay, okay, what's going down?
how you doing, bro? What's going on?
Life. It's life.
Life, I
Said
get
live,
it.
live,
Yeah.
live.
I'm just up here for like 20 seconds.
You
Okay.
I,
good? Do
I,
your
I,
thing.
I got a big scoop. I just heard like maybe
Uh-oh.
5 minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
Kimmie just did her last show.
No way.
Oh
She's
wow.
gone. She says
She ain't gone.
Yes, she
she's
is, man.
gone.
What do you mean
Okay.
gone?
She did her. Tonight was her last show.
And you
She
believe
was
it?
Yeah, because she was crying and everything, and her
What?
moderator.
What
Yeah,
happened? What happened? Is that
she's
what
re-
everybody
Hey,
is?
girl.
That's
We
she
why
got
we
to
ain't
get
really
got
you.
nobody in our live tonight.
she really is. She
We got to
really didn't say. She
But
just
why?
said
Why was she crying? Well, I mean,
because
girl.
it's her last show. She was sad, because she gave out her Instagram and
But why is it her last show?
she said that something dropped in her lap in January, and she worked on it a little bit. Then she wouldn't. Then she said she's just over time, over the months, she got way more convicted that that's what she was supposed to be doing. And so she's just really been thinking about it, and she didn't want to put it off any longer. And so her and her man were talking, and he was like, well, when are you going to do it? And she said, I'm going to do it tonight. And she came on and she did it.
But what could be keeping her from doing YouTube? I mean,
I don't know, maybe law school, because that's very time consuming. You know what
I
I
do
mean? Because,
remember she said a while back. I
High
do
five.
remember she said something a while back that
Five.
she wasn't going to be on YouTube as much because of some career change or something that she had going on.
Love you. Love you too.
But I'm gonna have to watch her show because I just don't believe Kimmy's giving up YouTube.
girl, she was crying. Her mods were saying farewell in the chat to everybody and thanking, all her people, all the
I mean, she could even be
subscribers.
like, who? What's her name? What's her name? Choreo. Sassy. Sassy only comes on Sunday afternoon for like 2 hours. So this is really,
People were
really,
asking her, people were like, well, can't you just come on, every blue moon? Or like they
yeah.
even said, like Rick Reed,
Like Rick
And
Reed.
she was like, no. She said, this is it. And at first I thought, well, but she was crying.
You know what?
People
Okay.
people were getting up there and giving her thanks for being a great content creator. And her moms were in the chat thanking everybody for being loyal supporters. And girl,
But you know what, Choreo?
mm,
I
Remember
want to do that. I want to do that. Sorry
remember
about this, y'all.
I'm sorry, bro. I know you was about to drop off. You can stay with us if you want, or
No,
you
no, I'm on here. I was talking to my wife. My bad. I
oh,
got to
okay.
mute. Everything ain't for everybody.
No, I
that's
understand. I
right.
understand. But
Hmm.
okay, remember when that stuff was going around about her boyfriend, fiance, whatever, and he was a pastor?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
I wonder if that might have something to do with it.
You
Because
think
if
it?
you are truly dating a pastor or engaged to a pastor or something like that, you probably don't want to be on here, doing this type of commentary and shows. You know how she be. And I ain't got nothing against how she be on here because it's the B sector, and a lot of people love how she can tell a story and how she be all theatrical, and you know what I mean. So, but in certain
Yeah,
positions
but
in
that
life.
pastor was married. That was the big
I know
reveal.
that's the
So
key. That's the
I
key.
don't.
Like,
But I don't think that. What do you think that his divorce came through and now they're
I
getting
don't know,
married?
child. I don't know.
I don't think it has anything to do with that because she said her man was there. I don't know.
Girl,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But
Like,
she gone because she
the
gave out
man
her.
made you quit YouTube? Like,
Well, I think it has something more to do. And see, it couldn't be well, it could be. Who knows? It's none. We'll never know probably. But She said it dropped into her lap in January. Something dropped into her lap in January. She'd been working on it a little bit. Then she'd work on it, then time would go by. She'd work on it a little bit more. And she said that, she just really started feeling convicted. And she said that, her life was supposed to be going in this particular
That's what I'm
trajectory.
saying. So I think it has something more to do. Like, I know the allegations and the rumors was that the dude was married, and I'm not saying this is it, but I think it probably has something to do with, like, you just can't have this type of position and be on here cutting up like this. You know what I mean?
Well, someone did in the chat say, "Are you going to leave your channel up?" And she said, "For a while." So that might go into who, I don't know. I don't know. What's the difference between being engaged and having your channel and being married and having your channel?
That's why I'm saying I think it has more, like, okay, check this out. Now we have the brother Pastor J, who people used to refer to him and think of him as really a preacher, pastor, whatever, right? And then he started acting just all hella crazy on YouTube. Now, even somebody like him, after especially been exposed so many times, you might would think, like, okay, every time he get exposed, what does he do? He falls back. He falls back. And he talks mellow, and he just be talking about world news or something like that, right?
Right,
and
right.
He's eventually pulled all the way back into shit. He's on here cussing and doing all kind of stuff, So I don't know. I think it might be something along the lines of it's not maybe a relationship thing, but maybe some type of position that she just cannot be with the fuck shit. And if that's the case, then why can't you do what your channel was supposed to be for? Remember when she first started? Oh, my channel's gonna be about beauty and makeup and this.
Well, and I think that whatever she's doing is going to be so time consuming that she's just, because she did say something to the effect of, I thought maybe and she did address that. I'm sorry, I just remember. She said, I thought about, well, maybe I'll do it once a week, or maybe I'll just do once a week and do the rest members only, or maybe I'll just do members only. And she was just like, but it's just not, it's just not conducive to what I'm being, what I'm being drawn to do.
This is serious.
Yeah, because she did say that like, because people in the chat were just like, even her mods, because a couple of her mods came in late, and they were even like, what's happening? What's going on? And the other mods had to like tell them, and then I guess they could read the room or red ball, because it was so sudden that she said she called Ken, I guess Kenola, and he was on a live, and she said she tried to call Misunderstood, I guess before she came out here and announced it to all of you before she came on. And she said Misunderstood texted her and said, I'm on a live. So she was kind of like, bear with her for not telling everyone. She tried to tell a few people, and then it was just like, let me get this over with.
Man. Is something scandalous about to come out?
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
Usually she used to really say membership had its privileges, and how, right before every live, she would have a meeting with her members and her mods. And it just seemed really weird that she was so rushed to do this, that it seemed like some of them were aware. Well, no, that's not true, because I went in late. And so I didn't see, you know what I mean, the beginning chat. Because you can red ball back, and if after so far, I don't think it lets the chat go all the way back. But
Wow.
yeah, because the mods were coming in there late. They didn't know what was going on. And then I don't know if the other mods had been briefed,
Wow.
or because I imagine every mod doesn't make every mod meeting.
Yeah.
And
And I
you
ain't
know,
never
but
had no meeting before with my moms. I'm like, fuck that shit. We don't do meetings over here.
yeah. Well,
So
and
my moms hardly be in the damn chat.
her last live, she had said that she had to get rid of a lot of her mods.
And that's not just her. Remember the other day it was Bree and
Yeah,
Pisa
but
or some
hers,
other people talking about getting rid of their mods and Lady Nika. It was somebody over there.
yeah, but I don't think hers, yeah. I think,
But
but I think
I
that
mean,
one person caused all of Lady Nika brief.
yeah.
It's just one person
Yeah, that was during
that
that
they,
5 hour live, right?
that they couldn't just get rid of. They had to
Yeah.
basically get rid of a whole bunch of people around them so it wouldn't be
Hmm.
so obvious.
Right.
But they could have alleviated that by just getting rid of one person. But I can't remember what was going on with Kimmie that she was going to. Oh, they were in chats of her ops.
Hmm.
She was seeing them in her ops chat
Well, everybody is on
because,
this shit lately. They're.
and because what she said was she went through the V Lenore and Phi thing. And
Uh-huh.
she said at first because she was like Team V Lenore, but then after she thought about it and realized what she had been seeing going on with hers,
Then she went to the Phi side. Hmm.
right, she could understand what Phi said. Kimmy's always said you cannot be a friend of my ops and be a friend of mine. She said that
But did you
forever.
actually see that whole video she did the other day? And then today she's leaving YouTube. Like she was up
Yes,
in arms over not defending Phi per se, but basically saying, I understand her. And she was like, she was real theatrical. You know how she be. I don't
yeah.
give a fuck if you my friend. I don't fuck. I mean, it was just like, oh, whoa.
I don't know. She said, because at first I was like, well, because when I clicked, I was only gone from your chat like maybe 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Um, because I just wanted to see what her title was, and something said, well, click on it. And I saw where she looked like she was crying or had been crying because her makeup was all washed. And I heard the guy on the panel thanking her for all the enjoyment. And I'm like, what is going on? And I start reading the chat. But I'm wondering if I remember when I first saw the tears because it had wiped up all her makeup
Hmm.
because you could tell she'd been wiping her eyes and stuff. I was like, I wonder if her and her dude broke up.
Mm.
But then she was like, she talked it over with her dude, and I guess he's there right now. And he was like, well, when are you going to do it? And she was like, I'm going to do it now. So, I don't
Well, I
know.
hope that everything's, for the most part is okay. And that is
Right.
not nothing like detrimental to her health or you know what I mean? Like,
I don't, she said
I hope
something
it ain't
had
nothing
dropped
like
in her
that.
lap. Yeah, you mean in case she's
But
not telling us the
sometimes
truth.
people ain't, they. I'm
Yeah.
not, you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
people could tell
It could,
you, something just fell in my lap, but it could be something else altogether.
true.
But I just
Yeah.
hope, I wish her the best. I mean,
Me too.
she was very entertaining to a lot of people on here.
Yeah.
Some people
Mm-hmm.
didn't like her, but you know that's how it goes in the B sector. Some people like you, some people don't. But for the most part, she did have a lot of fans. Um, I I I just hope everything's okay and wish her the best. And
I do too.
that's
I
crazy.
I kind of I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. You, Deanna, um, Mrs. Olivia sometimes.
Yeah, I
If
love me
Rick,
some Liv. Yeah.
yeah, if Rick Reed comes on and I catch him. Let me see. Is there anyone else?
Yeah, Rick Reed can come on once a year and he'll have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in his chat.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's
Well,
might be one or two
what about
more.
Carrie? Do you follow? You follow Carrie, right?
Not anymore. Mm-mm.
Okay, okay.
Mm-mm. But I've been kind of unsubscribing,
What about a
slowly but
view? A view is a
surely.
view.
No, I'll never unsubscribe to her, you, Deanna,
Yeah, view is a view. I
and a
love
couple
her.
of yeah, Gov. I'll never unsubscribe. But even if I don't catch all your lives, but I'm just slowly trying to pull away because I think during COVID, a lot of us got really addicted. Whereas
Yep.
before COVID, I was in and out, but I still watched other things.
Yeah,
And when COVID hit, I really got addicted. There was nothing else to do,
I
nowhere
did
else to
too.
go.
Hmm.
And I think that was it for a lot of people. But
Yep.
I'm just not enjoying it anymore. I go in chats. I don't know anybody anymore when I'm looking
Hmm.
down. I don't. I think that I'm gonna be honest. I think that beef sector supporters are leaving or staying
Yep.
up in the bushes, and all these chats now are all these other sectors.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that because a lot
And
of people, a
yeah,
lot of stuff they talk about, I have no interest in because they deal with the other sectors.
exactly. And I don't care. I don't care when they go up on the panels and they're talking, their stuff and arguing with one another and it's just not enjoyable anymore when you drop down in a chat and it's a chat probably maybe 75 people scrolling through there and you can only say hi to 10 people because that's all you know.
Hmm.
So I said all that to say I think there's, let's see, about one, two, three, about 5 content creators in the beef sector that have no chill on who it's just like an open door, open panel,
Hmm.
wide open,
And you can
no
say and do whatever you want.
say and do whatever you want. You talk about them, and people. Old beef sector has no idea what you're talking about. You hardly ever even give beef sector commentary anymore. And so I do think that with Kimmie was a big part of that. So I think that with Kimmie leaving, maybe some of that'll go away. Just not a lot, but some of it, because I think her channel was one of the feeders into the beef sector. Does that
Well,
make sense?
I think that's true because remember when Kimmie first came, like, see, that's the thing about a lot of these newer content creators, even like V Lenore. As soon as she started her channel, everybody's welcome, everybody's welcome, that's why a lot of people like Pizza's channel, because when she started her channel, everybody's welcome.
Right. But it's
What's that?
backfiring on her spectacularly. And I don't even think she realizes it. I just realized the other day, I was like, you know, nobody hardly ever hits her panel anymore. Have you noticed that?
Sorry, I had to get some water. But see, I don't watch her that much because I I try, and I'm not, no shade, but sometimes it's just too much yelling, too much
It's not
screaming.
like that
You're not
anymore.
understanding what anybody is saying, and I can only take so much. So when I do watch her, it's usually because somebody said, "Hey, this went down over there. Go to the such and such minute mark." Because I just can't take all that. Like the other day, like
It's
Pastor, Pastor Jay Wilson, this morning he was talking about, Pizza, what's wrong with you? Why was you going off over there just because some people think Nina is white or some people think Nina is black? Or I mean, she was going off and flipping out
but
like,
by herself.
Yeah, by herself. She does that a lot, though.
Yeah, but she didn't have to do all that because there'd be 50 people on her panel doing
But I'm
it.
like, all that screaming and yelling, if it ain't her by herself, then it's like a whole bunch of other people. That's all they do.
Not anymore. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Not
Well,
anymore.
when that start? Because I've seen that recently.
Every blue moon. I'm just saying it used to be every single night.
Yeah, it was like all the time.
It's not like that anymore. I mean, the major players that used to go up on her panel and do all that, Lovely Love hasn't been around. People are asking what happened to her. Demetra doesn't come around. Who else used to go up there and
it's
cut
either
up?
that or somebody on the panel who is just like, I swear, people will have some people on the channel that's straight draining their channel and they will not get rid of them. And now I see why people always trying to pay to get people put off a panel.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh my God, please take them down. Oh my God.
Somebody probably wants to pay you right now and give me.
And can't nobody pay me to take nobody down off my panel.
But yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I said.
I think that's so weird.
Oh wow! What did I just say? I'm sorry. I was down for about it. Let me mute. Sorry.
No, why are you going to mute? Why is he going to mute?
I don't know. I think he probably had something going on in the background at first.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
yeah, my internet was doing that donkey. My internet was doing that donkey. You know. Sometimes you gotta disconnect from the Wi-Fi because it's doing it. Because everybody in.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to check her out some more because trust me, I have nothing
College Town has this.
I have nothing against Pizarro. It's just, when she first started, it was just every time you go to if they ain't cussing and fight every show, I'm like, oh my God.
She has so much time on her hand now that she's regularly doing conspiracy theory videos.
But she's always had time on her hands. I don't know what the girl does. And I ain't trying to be all in her business, but I'm like, my God, y'all be live like all day long. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 times a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a lot of time.
I think
even with kids, especially with kids.
Yeah. I think a lot of it too is what we said. Her chat isn't full of B sector people anymore. And so not even full. I mean, same thing with hers. I would say 90% of her chat now is not B sector. So I don't know. I would imagine if you're a B sector content creator and you used to being on her panel and you looking down in the chat and you don't see anybody you don't see your supporters, I don't know. It's just a weird feeling, and I probably won't be here too much longer either.
Yeah, I still have my core. I still have core people that I do listen to all the time. It don't matter what they're talking about. I'm listening to them or I'm hitting the replay. But a lot of these YouTubers over here again, and I understand what they're trying to do because they figure the more sectors they get in, the more money they can bring in. That's the bottom
more
line.
Money, more problem.
More money, more power. Because people who don't really focus on all these other sectors, they don't have big panels. They don't have a lot of people in every chat. They just doing their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
like whether
not
I got 10
thing.
people in here or 100 people in here, I'm just on here doing my thing.
Oh, you're talking about B sector people.
Yeah, I'm talking about the B sector people.
Okay.
Like the ones who go into these other sectors, it's all about money. It's about grabbing those other people and their subscribers and bringing them to their chat.
But they're paying the price for it. They're paying the price for it. Channels are going down. They're getting struck all the time.
And they're creating all these brand new beasts with people in all kind of different sectors.
Yeah.
Like I can't keep up with all that. And that's one reason why I try so hard. Like, you know how people subscribe to this person, subscribe to that person. I try and I would go over there and check out a few people. And I'm like, it's either boring or you 10 years behind in a storyline.
Exactly.
It's hard to keep up with the B sector alone.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And it's just the Mo 3 sector to me, they're really young. They're in their 20s. Not many of them are even really 35. They're like 35
Yeah.
really and under.
Yeah.
99% of them. They're fighting. I mean, literally meeting up to fight.
And even these old heads, like when Treecey, who was that in Treecey?
She's Black Sector.
Whoever them ladies was, it's two pair of ladies that met up to fight, and they was in their 40s.
Yeah, they were Mo 3. I think it's Queen
Mo 3
something
sector.
and Cream and Queen something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Queen 88. Queen 88.
Right. But you guys, that's who you guys want over here. Because when they and see, they're all based not in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Not like the vast majority of them, like
Texas,
almost all
Atlanta, Florida. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but most of them Texas because of Mo 3, right? Because that's how they started when he got killed, I guess.
Yeah, they started on Mo 3, and now they just all over the place.
They got mommy sector people that's migrated over there because they're young.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't think that these old farts in the B sector, the content creators, do y'all really want that kind of 29-year-old smoke that'll come to your house and knock on the door?
Heck no, I don't want no smoke to come over here, but trust and believe, I got smoke to smoke, nigga.
Right.
I smoke to smoke.
Right. Who wants to go through it?
Don't know, but I know I don't. Sure.
I know I don't.
That's why I don't be on here beefing. Like I said, if anybody ever had anything negative to say about me, I might say something back, and that's it. I'm not going back and forth, back and forth with nobody on social media. I got stuff to lose.
Right.
I do have stuff to lose. And yes. I'm not doing that back and forth stuff like that. You say what you got. See, that's what I like about Livy. Livy used to do that back to back. But her and the other people, they're like, fuck that. If somebody say shit, I might respond, and that's it. Moving right along.
Exactly.
You can keep on popping your gums and bumping your gums about me on your panel, and you'll never hear a response.
Exactly. And that's the way. And it's funny because she was the first one that said, I'm not beefing anymore. And slowly but surely you hear Jay Wilson saying it. Kwani, she says she's not doing all that anymore. She might give you on panels and stuff. She might give you a little light. She may even drag you completely out, but she's not going to be going.
It's not going to be no everyday thing, no every live thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Nika says she's not doing it anymore.
Because it's us who don't even beef. That should be a lot. Like, I can't imagine doing it every day, all day. And then you got people stalking you, harassing you, trying to get you fired, following your kids. I mean, all the kind of things that go on with people who beef.
Yeah.
Like, how many jobs has the pastor lost?
Not enough, obviously.
Not enough because he's still at it. But, I mean, I'm just saying. Like, who wants those problems?
I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't even watch him anymore.
I watch him every now and then. I do watch him every now and then.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'll get updates like if I listen in on, someone who gives good updates now. Because Treecey doesn't really do B sector too much anymore.
Mrs. J, she's okay. As far as like giving little updates, you know what I'm saying? Mrs. J, the Mrs. J.
Who is that?
Hold on, let me find her channel. I can drop the link in the chat.
It's a real person?
Yeah.
She does B sector?
Well, she comments. She does commentary on the B sector. And matter of fact, somebody just said the other day, make sure y'all check out the Mrs. J.
I have never heard of that person. Are they new?
No, she's not new. She's not new.
Because I know a lot of these Black sector and Mo 3 sector, like SLTV and all those kind of people, Pennywise. I know they don't even hardly do commentary on their own sectors anymore. It's all beef sector, so I kind of just, it's just not fun anymore, Tanya. It's just not fun.
I understand, and every now and then there'll be some little, some little stuff popping off. I'll be like, oh shit, that beef sector. Here it is. I found her, the real Mrs. J. So let me drop her link.
Mrs. J.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never heard of her.
Yep, the real Mrs. J. Now she don't have that many subscribers, but she got over 200 videos. She's been
maybe.
And her videos usually be real short. They be like 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Okay, last thing.
Did you find her?
No, I don't know how to maneuver and go back down there and get it.
Okay, well let me
while
drop
I'm
the
still
link.
Talking to you, or
are you on IG?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna just drop it in the chat.
Yeah, and then I'll pick it up when I drop down.
Okay, I'll drop it in the chat. But the real Mrs. J, I like her because she be short and sweet.
Okay.
Short and sweet.
Okay. I wanted to, and then this is going to be my last thing, and I'm going to get down because I think your brother probably wants to talk to you. Did you see Slappy's last video?
No, I haven't watched Slappy in a long time.
Oh, you good? Do y'all thing. I'm learning.
Okay. Girl, Slappy Slapster did a live last night. And William Carruthers and Just Read My Book got into it. Girl, it was down and dirty. They were cussing each other out like they were at the corner bar. You hear me? In the
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh my God. I didn't even know Just Read My Book talk like that.
Oh yeah, Just Read My Book. Yeah.
And Mr. Carruthers was calling. Oh, he was talking to. Oh my God.
Brother Carruthers can go. Why I say brother? Mr. Carruthers.
I didn't know they had been kicking it. Did you?
Yes, that's what all the hoopla was about a few weeks back.
Girl, they were going.
Oh my God!
She was talking up. They were talking up under each other's clothes.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. So what I'm gonna do tonight, well, maybe tomorrow throughout the day, I'm gonna watch Slappy Slapster. I'm gonna watch Just Kimmie, and tomorrow night for Friday Night Live, I already know what we're gonna be discussing.
Girl, when you hear Mr. Carruthers and Just Read My Book going at it, you're going to be clutching your pearls.
I'm going to have to take some notes because I already have a feeling I'm going to take some notes. But yeah, tomorrow is Friday Night Live, and it's, yeah. Make sure I'm going to put the link out for everybody who wants to join us tomorrow. But I definitely will have an open panel tomorrow on Friday as usual. But
yeah, I'm going to let you and bro handle that. Tomorrow, and I'm gonna be in the chat laughing because
you know how we do on Fridays. It's no topics off limit on Friday. So whatever y'all want to talk about, that's what we're gonna talk about.
Okay, and then maybe are you gonna listen to Kimmie's this last video?
I don't know if he listens to Kimmie, but I'll send him the link. Him the link.
Because I'd like to know with both you guys and Sislo. What you guys think the reasoning is, or if you're going to believe that she's really not coming back and if she does, it'll be a while down the road.
Because we hear that all the time. People say, I'm leaving YouTube. Then they end up coming back. But again, if she's really gone, I wish her the best in her endeavors, whatever she's trying to do. I just hope it ain't something really, really negative, why she can't stay. You know what I mean?
And you couldn't really gauge it because she kept trying not to cry. You know what I mean? Especially when she was saying, I'm moving on. I have a different calling. Yeah. So anyway, I want to see what you guys think. But I know there's going to be 3 people that are going to be very happy she's gone.
Oh, definitely. And that's why I said we're going to have to talk about this tomorrow night. But you can stay in the chat. Stay in the chat.
But you gotta, Tanya, you gotta read the chat though.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I promise I
All right.
will. And then I'm gonna watch
Oh,
Slappy Slapster.
girl, your mouth's
Ooh,
gonna be
child.
hanging open a little bit. I'm telling you. I was like, wait,
I
what?
bet you Jay Wilson gonna be talking about that one. Has he
Ooh.
already? Because I didn't hear him talking about it this morning.
I don't know if he know. I'm surprised. What did I hear? I heard it wasn't Jay Wilson. I don't know. Somebody will probably no, because he was talking about Pizarro yelling
Yeah, he
and
was talking about
stuff.
pizza. Yeah, and he
Right.
was also talking
Um.
about
So I guess I did
else.
watch him this morning because Treecey was up there on the
Yeah,
panel.
Treecey got and oh, this afternoon Treecey was on there with her man.
Okay, then maybe that's what I saw.
Yeah, her man Noble.
Noble,
Because
yes.
she had got into it with some chick in the chat, and Jay Wilson kept telling that person in the chat to jump on the StreamYard, but they wouldn't. Then
Hershey.
Noble jumped up on there talking about, y'all ain't gonna keep talking about my woman, even though she done had 5011 nappy head camera slips. Y'all ain't gonna keep talking about my woman. Man, that
Did
shit
you
was so
add
cool.
that part? Did you add that part? Or did
Well,
he say
well,
that?
well. He did say y'all ain't gonna keep talking about my woman.
Okay. Well, what do you think about her and Noble versus Kiki and Octavius?
As far as Octavius, and Kiki, I can't take these relationships seriously. I just can't. Why? Because all these people get around. They in this relationship. Then a month later, they talking to this person. Then you hear them in the backgrounds hollering at somebody else. Like they was saying just a minute before Kiki, Octavius was in the backgrounds hollering at some other chick. Like, I can't take this shit serious. I just can't. So, I
Well,
mean, if they are in relationships, more power to them. But I don't know. It's a lot of this shit is for clicks and views, for storylines, for, you know what I mean?
I don't think that Teresa. The one I'm curious about being a play is V. Lenore and Phi.
I don't know. That has crossed my mind.
Yeah, but Treecey, her man, and Octavius and Kiki, I don't think it's a play.
And you know what? I
I don't.
really don't think Phi and V is a play either because of the fact that we know how overprotective Phi is and how she doesn't really like her people being with her ops. I mean, but then when V explains it, a lot of people thought that they had a very, very, very close relationship. Come to find out, her and Phi has barely talked behind the scenes. Like
Right.
barely.
Right.
But you would think that they on the phone with each other like every other day, or you know what I mean? Like
Right.
talking about each other, kids and family and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
And it's not even like that. And so that's where a
Yeah.
lot of people was dragging her, like, this supposed to be your friend, this supposed to be your close friend, this is why you over here with these ops. And it's like, I feel the same way. And I've said that before. If y'all ain't never heard me say that before, can't nobody tell me where the fuck to go or where not to go. When I came on this motherfucker, I was all over YouTube. I was
Yeah.
all over the B sector, watching
Right.
anybody I wanted to.
Right.
So just
Right.
because you give me a wrench,
Yeah.
do not mean that I'm not gonna go wherever the fuck I want to. Now, I will respect to a certain level. Like if me and you are wrench holders or whatever, or we talk sometimes outside of the B sector, I will not be in somebody's chat adding to a drag or Kiki or you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be up there, they calling Corey all these names. Yeah, then I'm back over in your face in your chat. That stuff I
Right.
won't do. But if I'm
Right.
in their chat saying, hello, hey, how's everybody doing? Don't tell me not to go there. Just take my
Yeah.
wrench away. That's all you gotta do is take my wrench away.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because you're not. Yeah. We're
That's it.
not
That's
getting
all.
paid.
Shit, I
Yeah.
ain't getting paid to be nobody's wrench holder on here. Just like the
Mm-mm.
people in my chat. Like I said the other night, I have people who I'm real good friends with outside of YouTube who go in people chats that I can't stand. And I go into chats of people they can't stand. And what do we do about it? Nothing.
No, who do you? I don't think that you go in anyone's chats that other,
No, that's seriously, and like talk to people outside of YouTube on the phone, all that kind of stuff. And when I say I'm doing commentary on a particular person, I can't stand that motherfucker, but I'll support you on
Yeah.
your channel.
Yeah.
It's like that. I'll support
Yeah.
you on your panel.
Yeah.
I'll moderate in the chat. It's like that. I know you don't like a girl, or like there's been times when they did the same thing to me. I can't stand them, but could you please watch this video? Just watch this little piece so I can do commentary on it and you can join me. Yeah, I'll go over there and watch. And that's it.
Right.
We grow and we mature. Shit.
Yeah.
I got grandkids. I ain't got time to be worried about who the fuck, where people going on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
As long as you ain't talking shit about me and dragging shit about me, then smiling in my face, then you can go where the fuck you want.
I get it. Yeah. And you're good because you don't even have any moderators. Your son, right?
No, I got other moderators. They just don't be in here all the time. I got at least 6. I got like 6 moderators. Yeah. Yep. But the only reason my son don't moderate that much because he work nights now.
We ain't got time to be playing over here at the hood table.
Yeah, we from
the hood at the table. We gonna bring the heat.
I don't need no more moderators. My channel ain't even that big. People, girl, do you see everybody moderating everybody's channel?
I see there are a few people that I don't even know how they even enjoy commentary and stuff. How do they keep their mods in like 6, 7 people's chats? And it's like that's a lot of responsibility to not be getting paid.
A lot of responsibility. And I'm not accepting no more wrenches. You got to be somebody that I really, really, really like for me to accept another wrench. Because I don't have that many, but I am a wrench holder to a few people. And I like it like
Deanna.
that. I'm a wrench holder to Deanna, to Carrie, and somebody else. I can't remember who else. It's only like 3 people.
I've seen you in somebody else's chat and you were
was it I know. The lady who ain't here no more.
Bless?
No. The one who brought a knife to that person's house because their man was
Shelly.
That's sad. I can't remember her name. She's been gone so long.
Is she coming back?
The only reason why Shelly gave me a mod stick because one day Shelly was doing a live, and those spammers, they be putting all that stupid stuff in your chat, and it was like I don't know, it was just over and over and over, just spamming every other comment, and she didn't have no mods in there, and I said, Shelly, mod me up, so I can get rid of these people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she did. So I've been a mod ever since because of that.
Yeah, did she move to Jamaica, back to Jamaica forever, or
I don't know.
Is she just going for a year?
I don't know, but I'll be seeing her. We follow each other on TikTok, so I'll be seeing her TikTok. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what's going on with Shelly. It's just like one day I looked up and she just stopped doing videos.
I knew she had said she was going to eventually move back to Jamaica.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it just kind of seemed like it was just time, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe her kids are all in college or out the house and it's just her and her husband and they can do it. I'm not mad.
I mean, a lot of people are doing a lot of things differently on here, if not leaving altogether. But me personally, I don't see anything that'll make me stop doing YouTube. I mean, because the thing is, I do it for a hobby. I don't feel like I have to be on here every day, all day. It's not paying my bills like that. I do it literally for a hobby. I come on here when I want to. I don't come on here to beef and argue and fight with people. I just come on here to chit chat. It don't matter how many views I get, how many people in the chat. I appreciate everybody. But it's kind of like a hobby. I have a full-time job. I work sometimes 80 hours a week. So, I mean, I have a very demanding job, and I still find time to come on here a few times a week. You know what I mean? Because I like it, and I like y'all, and I like my supporters. I like mingling with you guys. And yeah, we did get addicted to it during COVID. But during that time, I met so many great people. And just to even see you in the chat say hello, it's like, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? It's like,
yes.
So I don't know, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, who does bro watch?
He could chime in, but I know for sure he watched Deanna.
Yep, I watched Deanna. That's about it.
Yeah.
I gotta still get all up into it. Like I said, I've been in a survival of the fittest since I've been in this YouTube street. So
yeah, he don't know quite all the players and all the, you know.
But you know, one dumb thing I do know though, some folks just need to quit and let it go. Let it go. They need to watch Frozen 1 and 2. Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go.
Yeah. Well, what time are you coming on tomorrow night? And I'll just set my Alexa. About 9?
Yeah, Central Time. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, I'll just do the 8:55 alarm, and
I know you talking about you gonna stay in the chat, but you ain't gotta stay in the chat. Damn it! If you want to jump up here with us, you know you're always more than welcome. We love you up here.
I always feel like I'm interrupted. The last time I did it because you were the only one here, you know, up there. But you know when Bro and Sislo, I can stay in the chat. You know, I just want you to read the chat. See, when I give my little comments, you know.
I'm gonna be looking for you in the chat. Trust and believe, especially when we're talking about just Kimmie. But
I wish Bro would listen to Slappy's video.
I'm gonna send him the link. I promise.
Yeah, so he can hear them cut up.
I'm gonna send him the link. He probably gonna get a kick out of that shit.
I'm gonna ask you one last question. Do you watch Boss Lady New Jersey?
I do sometimes when I can catch her, but I don't know. It's not like I don't purposely watch people because I've been watching Boss Lady since she used to have all them little dials, you know, all in her. Yeah. So I've been watching her for a long time, but sometimes I just don't get notifications. And so I have to go back and watch the replay. So I don't watch her all the time, but yeah, I do follow her.
I was going to just say that her and her friend Watermelon Sugar, they got twisted up in all that. Not that they were dating Mr.
Carruthers.
Yeah, but they got twisted up in it because him and all his women, there's about 3 or 4 of them.
I saw that video with Watermelon Sugar, and they was going off on him. And I remember that because I was like, damn, Mr. Carruthers talking to all these females on YouTube, including some that's overseas.
Girl.
Wow, you big old pimp. Like,
girl. And remember he was supposed to be engaged to Miguel?
And I heard that was just a joke. It was just for clicks and views, or it was a storyline or a play.
I don't know if I believe that.
I don't really believe
Miss Miguel. I think Miss Miguel just don't snitch. And she knows how to hold her cards to her chest. Because when him and all those other women were arguing and fussing, Miss and Boss Lady or Watermelon Sugar said, well, or Deanna, was it Deanna? Somebody said, well, Miss Miguel. And she said, I don't have any comment.
That was Deanna, and she didn't have nothing to say. Deanna jumped on the panel, and she didn't have nothing to say. And remember, Miss Miguel kept jumping on the panel, and we like, why you keep jumping on here and you ain't got shit to say?
Because I think her and Mr. Carruthers, got a little side action. This is just my opinion. Only my opinion.
I think they really had something going on too.
Yeah, and that she knows that it's a side thing, and nobody else needs to know about it. So if him and his woman, and his second woman, and his third woman get into it, She ain't got nothing.
Is he African?
I don't
Because you know how
know.
they be having all them doggone women folks.
I don't think so.
Maybe that's something he a tradition or something they practice in his culture.
Because he's 72. Is he West Indian or something?
I don't know, but after seeing him in that hospital, he need to sat himself down some damn where.
Girl, she
Keep it in
talked
your
about,
pants because you already seemed weak after the last time he was in the hospital.
girl, just read my book, said with the blood pressure, your little small thing don't work. That's why it don't work.
Man, when he was in that hospital, I ain't even laughing about that. It was just the fact that he actually jumped on the link from the hospital to talk about them other women. I was like, if you don't get your ass off the damn phone, hey nigga, you hooked up to IV.
He was trying to control it because he didn't want any of those women to say too much. And he couldn't control it because it all came out.
And then he jumped back on the live like a few days after he got out the hospital. Remember he was sitting outside his house?
Yes. Oh, they talked to Eve. He talked to her. Girl, it was all coming out. And it was just
it
like.
Was. So
No, I
that's
mean.
why I got to watch Slapster.
Yes. Oh, my God. It's so awful. And I kept thinking, Mr. Carruthers, but you're the one that's always claiming that, getting up on panels, saying you're here to protect the women.
Yep. But and he will drag the shit out of him too.
Let me tell you something. I had no idea Mr. Carruthers could drag.
Mr. Carruthers can drag. Now it might be a slow drag, but hi, viewers of you.
Ooh.
Thank you for liking and sharing.
A view
might be a slow drag.
A view come here.
He be like, well, let me tell you something.
Ooh, no, he wasn't talking that slow.
Girl.
He was calling her a bunch of bees. The N-word. I think he threw in quite a few MFers. Ooh. Oh, he talked to, girl, it was gold. It was beef sector, geriatric gold.
Have you?
Yes.
It was
that you?
Yes.
Hi, Miss Pamela.
Oh, I'm about to say, what is that on your screen?
I can't see. Oh, that looks like vanilla wafers.
If you don't see me, that goddamn cake.
That's a cake I made.
Oh.
She talking about my face.
What? Where?
My avatar.
Yeah, the avatar.
Who is that?
Like, is that a view?
Who?
Yeah,
No.
me. I don't know. I was making a parody of somebody. I can't remember. Y'all know I be doing.
Why the left eye cocked?
I was making fun of somebody had done some fucked up makeup tutorial. You know how I am. I don't even know what Girl, I come straight to whatever. Somebody came on here and said something about me, and they do makeup tutorials. Bitch, I came on here with a goddamn wig stand and mocked that motherfucker. And you don't give me that goddamn manila wafer, goddamn cake.
Oh, that good.
Oh, you know what? I was just saying earlier on my show today that my third tier, I'm gonna do a third tier, and it's gonna be a class on cake decorating.
Oh, that would be excellent. Now I would join
I'm gonna take people who want to sign up and teach them how to make different frostings and different cakes and different designs, and I'm gonna be doing all that.
Do you use fondant?
Yeah, I use fondant, but a lot of people don't want fondant on their stuff.
You can't eat it, can
you? Unless it's like, you know how you can have like the cupcakes, and you can have like the last fondant thing I did was they wanted a oh god, what is it? They wanted a what the fuck was that? It was a theme. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh my god. Legos. So, I made a lot of Legos. Like, I did that live, matter of fact, for you guys. I did that live. And I
I
made
think I remember that.
yeah, I made like 50 little Legos by hand
Oh,
out of
it
I
was
saw
fondant.
so
that
hard.
video.
Yep.
Mm.
And then they were like toppers. So some people like fondant toppers that you
Mm-hmm.
can just put on there, nice little decoration, take it off, throw it away, eat the cake. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
most people who do the fondant covered cakes, like totally fondant on top of the frosting, is
Mm-hmm.
usually wedding cakes and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
fondant don't taste all that great.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it
Is
don't
that
taste all
brother?
that.
No.
Who is
Huh?
Con? Is that brother?
Yeah, that's bro up there, Count Amaru.
Is he? Hey, Con. Hi, brother.
Hey, Andy, what's going down? What's going down?
There's that voice. There's that voice. There's that voice.
Yes.
What's going down? You
Yeah,
good?
that's
How
him up there
everything going?
chilling. Somebody he learning stuff from us about the B sector while we discussing it. But View, Corio was telling me tonight that just Kimmie done turned in her pink slip, and William Carruthers was over there dragging on Slappy Slapster with Just Read My Book. Did you watch either one of those?
No, I didn't. That's why I came over here to be nosy. I come over here to your chat because you just be telling shit just like it is. Now, why can't we turn her goddamn pink slip for what? She ain't gonna do YouTube no more.
Yep.
It's she.
Corio,
Yeah, she
go
just
ahead.
did the live. Like, what's it been? About an hour or so ago, Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said it was her last video. You should check it out. I mean,
No,
her
I'm gonna
she's
cuss
not.
that bitch out and drag her. So yeah, I'm gonna check that shit out. I might have to do a goddamn reaction
Yes,
a
please
video.
watch it because
Goddamn
they
PC
said she was
long
crying and
titty bitch.
everything.
Yeah.
Fuck her. Goodbye and don't come back, you raggedy motherfucker whore.
Woo.
Ooh.
Oh. Mm. Well,
Ooh.
and then Slappy last night had Mr. Carruthers up on the panel and just read my book. Click the link, View, and whew.
Hold on. I'm writing it down. I'm writing down where I need to go. Okay, go ahead.
Whew.
Yeah, because when you go live for your next coloring, you
I got
can
to
add that commentary in there.
Well,
And so
we'll be-
Corey Lover, can you like spill a little bit more, or you just like fuck it, just go watch it?
I mean, with Mr. You talking which one you talking about?
The Carruthers.
Okay, so he was up there on the chat on the panel, and I think he was loosely, discussing all the recent trials and tribulations that he had seen on the YouTube streets. And I guess something he said kicked it off and just read my book, hit the link. And first Slappy was like, well, Mr. Carruthers, just read my book is back here. Do you guys have any beef or a problem? And he started cussing right off the rip. No, I got no problems. Other people got problems. I don't have no problems. He went in. Even before Just Read My Book got up there. So I think that probably amped her up because she had to sit there and listen to him talk about how, anyway, they talked up under each other's clothes. I think I heard about 10, 15 MFers. He was calling her N's. She was calling him the N word. I mean, there were so many F bombs on both sides. It was just ridiculous. Basically, he said that she was uh, a woman scorned because he decided he didn't want her. And she was just saying that she was saying he's a big liar. That's what that's what it all boiled down to. But they were going, I mean, I never thought I'd hear Mr. Carruthers talk like that.
He
Especially
get
when
down.
I did not.
That's what I was telling her, View.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Tanya was saying that. I did. All I've ever seen him do was cuss a little bit when he goes up on panels to protect Lady Nika and Bless Watkins, and he would be. Remember, he'd be like, "I'm here to protect and stand up for the women," and so. But I'd hear him, you
Anyway,
know,
go ahead.
drop a few, but no. When I say they going, I wish Tanya could play. They're going at it. Like I said, like he talked about her drinking, her being a drunk, and she talked about his past. I guess he got records, jail records for putting his hands on women. They
Whose
were
channel
good.
it is? I'm gonna put it on so I can listen to it, but I'll have it on mute so I can hear. Whose channel is that?
Slappy Slapsters.
Okay, I'll be on mute.
Okay. Awful. And I can't wait till tomorrow night to see what Bro says. Ooh, it's gonna be excellent.
So the hood table, did you already talk about the spaceship shit, or do you talk about that shit over there?
She got silent. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. She probably taking a little break. Okay, it's
Or
okay.
maybe, yeah, take a little break.
Um, yeah, I was doing my own little thing over there. You know, I did my little coloring and shit, and so I
Of
can't always.
course.
Yeah, you
That's
always
my
got.
night.
That's
That's
your
my
what?
nightly. I told you I go to sleep. I listen to you. I put my
Oh,
sleeping headphones on because I have a little insomnia,
yeah.
and I watch you color. Then when my eyes get
Sorry,
heavy, I put it down and listen.
Okay.
sorry,
Mm.
I had ran to refill me a cup, and I heard you from the kitchen. You
Oh
said,
yeah.
did I talk about what else?
Did you talk about the whole shit that went over there at the spaceship or not? I don't want to change
The
nothing.
only thing that, and I was just telling Corio earlier, she told me to calm down a lot from all the everybody on the panel screaming and yelling, but that's what I'm used to, so that's why I don't really go over there. But she told me that it don't be like that a lot no more. So I might have to go back to watching, a lot more. But the only thing I heard about was, and I heard this myself because somebody was talking about it, but that was Pizza when she was going off about stuff that they keep saying about Nina. And then I heard Bree on her panel this morning saying the same thing because I guess VS made a video saying she don't understand Pizza and Bree's relationship and why she would want to be. She was like, "I trained you, I raised you. You know how VS is talking about. Yeah, you came from me. TSCC, and you up here mingling around with somebody who's who's a what do you call him, avatar and a troll, and you the one out here getting followed and getting abused and talked about all the time, and this person over here gets to stay a secret and all this kind of stuff, and nobody knows what they look like, can only drag her basically before her voice, or something like that. That's all I know. That's all I know. So what else?
Well, whose channel did that go on? Because I heard what you just said. I heard exactly verbatim a couple of other people say, but was that on Pizza's channel or
Well,
VS?
Pizza had went off. It was like yesterday. I mean, she went off. Jay Wilson was talking about it this morning. She was, how she get when she be screaming at the top
Yeah,
of
I
her
can't
lungs.
watch her when she like that. She
Yeah,
make me want to have take an asthma attack. I can't watch her.
right. That's how she was doing because a lot of people think that they are hiding the fact or lying about Nina being white. But then on Bree's channel today, that's when she has said about what she said about VS. Like, VS, I don't understand why people so concerned about me and her relationship. Me and Pizza is really, really friends, and it don't matter. Bree was saying if I had children and a husband and all that when I first started YouTube, I probably wouldn't want to show my face either, especially after seeing everything people do on here. But
Right.
the fact that Pizza doesn't want to show herself, she said that don't make me not want to be her friend. And she said, besides that, how do y'all know I've never met up with Pizza? And I think they probably really have.
I think so
I really
too.
think that Bree, or if they ain't met up, I think that she at least knows what she really looked like. They'll talk FaceTime or something like that.
Yeah, I think that, and when I think something like that, I think it is true. Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about Nina? Because Bree also brought up the fact that she said, "What did she get out of lying?" Because Bree was one of the first ones who said Nina is black because Nina showed herself. Because around that time, there was a whole bunch of shit going on where Bree was involved with a whole bunch of bullshit, and people were saying she was white. So Nina was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna show myself to Bree," but she didn't show herself. She showed just not her face, but she showed like her neck down, and Bree said she had on a tank top, and she saw her chest and her arms, because she had a tank top, and she said the lady is darker than me. And then
I would believe Brie before I would believe pizza.
Right, and then some people were saying today, well, how do you know it wasn't a play? Because how easy is it for you? Okay, you see how people always be porn bombing?
Yep.
Like you think you talking to an actual person, and it's a video.
Yep, because all they do is record it and then they put it in and turn it on at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that's what people were saying. Well, how do you know this really was a woman?
Right.
Well, can I pop in just real quick?
Okay, real quick. Let me just say hello to hey YouTube cameras. Hey Boo, how you doing?
Hey YouTube cameras.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We just talked about a little beef sector stuff. But go ahead, Corio.
I heard. What were we
You talking about Nina being black or white? It doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Well, I was in the bushes on that particular live, and when Brianna said, I need to see you, or however she put it, Nina said, okay, but she was gone for a long time. It wasn't like she said, okay, and switched the camera on so Brie could see her like right away. It was minutes that she was gone. And then, eventually, I guess she turned her camera on and Brie was like, okay, she's black. But it was minutes from the time Brie asked her to see her and she said, okay. It was minutes. So I don't know. That story could or could be true. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Hello?
Yeah, I was waiting for the good table because I have a way of taking over the damn conversation.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was listening to Corio. I didn't know she had.
Yeah, she finished. She did a respectable pause. See, over here, you run the channel, your panel nicely.
No, I was just sitting here listening.
I know, right? And see, this is how it's supposed to be. But some places you go, everybody be hollering and hooping and shit. You can't hear nothing. So that
and
was
they ain't talking about nothing. Just hot spitting and bullshit.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Now nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. Now nothing. Nothing.
Right.
Hot, I mean, the mic is melting. They speakerphone getting clogged up with all that old hot, all that old hot fish grease coming up from under their doggone teeth. Breath stinking. They ain't brushed their teeth. Nothing. Just talking crazy. They lost their goddamn mind.
So it was refreshing to hear somebody get a comment out and have a little breath in between. I was waiting for you. The hood table. That was your turn to say something, girl.
My bad. I was sitting here listening. Shoot, I like when y'all talk. I just be sitting here.
Well,
Me too. Corio, can you keep going? I guess the hood table, like, girl, keep talking. I gotta go.
You got the flow, Corio?
Huh?
Go ahead, girl.
You got the flow?
No.
What's
Too late. Don't say no. It ain't no. Once you going, hey, Alice ain't had no Wonderland. Who you think created the Wonderland? Somebody else did.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I at first didn't give two shits about what people thought about Nina, but as time goes on, and she keeps saying these weird kind of comments that you just don't hear black people normally say to each other, that's when it starts trying to seem like maybe she's not really black. And the way she sounds, and I hate OK View. Now, I know y'all know It's a headache to some people. Some people hate it when you say they talk black or they talk white or they talk proper or they talk, because it ain't like black people can't talk proper and sound like a white person, but they don't want to say, oh, they sound like a white person. You know, they say they got some education under their belt or, you know, something like that, right?
Right.
But even with the way she talks and some of the things that she says sometimes, especially when she says stuff like you people are black people or black people, like she's always like on this black people, you people thing. So I don't know. I mean, I know Bree said before in the past she lies about stuff, you know, but I don't know. What would she get out of lying about if Nina was
I'm
black or not? Or
I'm with you. I would believe Bree over top of the other person,
yeah,
but like I said, and Bree said the live is still up, and she named it, but
yep,
today, but I can't remember the name of it, but it was minutes
uh-huh.
in between Bree asking her to show
Show
her
herself, yep.
that make and it was minutes. It wasn't a minute.
And it
It
could have
was
been giving her a chance to put a picture up. Who knows what neckline Bree was? And
or
then, oh, did you see where somebody said they asked Bree this morning? That's another thing. They said, Bree, they asked her, did you think it was a play, first of all? Then they also asked her, did she screenshot it? And Bree was like, why would I screenshot her? And I'm thinking to myself, why not?
Well, you know
why
what? I'm going to tell you
wouldn't?
this right now. I remember one time Bree was doing something and something was going on, and something happened. So must have been a camera slip, and she said, "Man, I should have screenshot it." And this was years ago.
Yeah.
Nobody caught that
Yeah.
shit. But don't all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden say you. Why would I screenshot it? Because I wasn't even thinking about that. And when she said that, I was like, "Screenshot? Oh my goodness!" This was before everybody started putting out receipts. So she ain't clean at all either.
Do you
Because
know how many
think
screenshots
like
I
that,
got?
huh?
Do you know how many screenshots and video recordings I got?
I know, and I used to do that all the time. And working in accounting, you have to do that because you don't have time to be all that typing and filling in shit. I screenshot everything. So the fact
Mhm.
that she said it, and she said it so, and I know nobody would have even thought about it. So the fact that she even came up and something, why would I do that? I'm like to myself, bitch, you do that shit all the time. You throw about it all the time, but I guess you don't think about it till later on. But anyway, years ago, go ahead.
Well, if I know that if
It's
the
just a
three of
button.
hmm,
I
hmm?
just said screenshot
Oh,
is just a
to
button. I didn't mean
screenshot.
anything to you. I'm just like, yeah, screenshot. It ain't like you got to do a whole production and shit. You just got control,
Yeah,
print
all you
screen.
do is hit the
Right.
Windows button. Well, I got Windows, so you put the window and the print
Yep.
screen, and that's it.
And people do
Really?
it all the time. So the fact that she said, why would I? I'm like, girl, why wouldn't you?
Yep, I do
Bitch,
it
we already
all the
know.
time.
I
Right.
would just think that if the three of us came out of TSCC, one of the first things we would think about if we were seeing something that might be gold next year or something, well, you screenshot it.
Well, you know what? I started doing that from that type of stuff, but not just TLCC. Just like how we know now, it wasn't one particular person who was doing a whole bunch of fuck shit back then. And then people took
Yeah,
over after
true,
she left doing the fuck shit and more. So I
true.
always been a neutral type of person back then. And whether it's Five, whether it's Trees, whether it's VS, whether it was Jay Wilson, whether it was whoever, I learned, oh shit, these motherfuckers, they be on here lying like a motherfucker. Then they come back 6 months, a year later. I never said that. So when I think it's gold worthy, yeah, I've been doing it for years. I
Hmm.
screenshot some shit and I have video footage of some shit, just like the one where Fi told somebody to suck her daughter's do 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 do.
Hmm.
And once you get all these new subscribers and new supporters, I never said that. They're lying on me. But I was one of the few who got that video. And of course, people did put that video footage out when she was saying I lied about it. So, yeah, I have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Hmm.
Just like when Vias went to jail, I was one of the ones who recorded the whole thing, every video from the Kiki one where they was first talking and Kiki was trying to throw her push bush at her and have a threesome
You
with her,
got
her
that?
husband. I got all that. I got all that. Yep.
Ooh, you should.
I got a lot of stuff.
I don't remember seeing that.
I got a lot of stuff. Remember when? Oh God,
Yeah, because Treecey went into
I got a
detail
lot of stuff. I ain't even gonna. I'm not
about
even gonna
what she
say what
was
kind of shit
doing.
I got on here.
Poor
Mm.
Kiki. Mm.
All I'm gonna say is I got a lot of camera slips too, but hell, everybody got.
Whose camera slipped you?
But I be cracking up because every time Treecey have a camera slip, she always say, "Well, at least I have a thick head of hair."
Yeah.
They be looking
Okay.
like that shit ain't been cold all year. She be like, "Well, my hair is thicker than yours." She be cracking me up when she be arguing with people about her hair.
Oh Lord.
Oh, she did that today. She was talking to
She had
somebody.
another.
Yeah, she had a camera slip like 2 days ago.
Oh my
And it's the
God.
same thing. It showed her hair sticking straight up,
Oh
all thick
God.
and uncombed, like all thick and matted.
Oh God.
This was 2 days ago, a brand new one.
Why would she put tape on the, I don't know.
I don't understand.
We used to ask her that in the chat, and I can't. She answered, but I don't remember what she said.
I
I
have
think she
tape
just
on
said, "I
mine.
don't care. I don't care."
But see, that's why I don't use my cell phone most of the time to go live. And if I do use my cell phone to go live, I'm usually out and about somewhere covering something or
Mm-hmm.
at an event to where it won't matter if I got the camera on or off. But at home, I like using my laptop because I can alternate through all these different screens and pull up pics and whatever I want of videos. I don't like going live on my cell phone, but on my laptop, I have tape over my
Mm-hmm.
thing. So even if I take the camera off me right now and start cam, all you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
see is a dark, you know, from the tape.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Treecey doesn't, but she does use her cell phone a
She
lot.
does. She does.
So I
She
don't know
really
why she
does.
don't tape that little camera,
I
that
don't
little dot.
know.
I don't know why she don't.
She answered, but I'm telling you, it was probably more so like I don't care.
I
You
don't
know.
know. YouTube cameras is cracking up.
Well, I mean, I followed Treecey for over what 3 years. I was a
Well, I've been
PC.
following Treecey since Treecey was a
I'm just
troll. I
right.
mean,
So you probably know too. You probably heard
yeah.
her say, "I don't care" when people say, "Oh
When
no, you
Treecey
had a."
was a troll, I mean, just talking shit to everybody in every single chat. And then when Jay Wilson had her over his house and he set up her YouTube, and I was one of the first ones to hit subscribe because I already knew Treecey was gonna come with the fuck shit when she started her channel. And her channel was off the chain when she
It
first started.
was.
She
She would
covered
put
the news and I
yes.
mean, running
Remember
around the
she
streets with her shoes falling off on the YouTube streets and
yeah, she'd be putting on her MAC makeup.
she was, yes, hair done,
Yes. And remember that her whole living room would be blinging.
all blinged out. Yep.
Yeah, and you look at her hair. Yes, her hair. She'd be putting on her MAC top. Remember the blue
And she was
lipstick?
always patting her face because the light would make her sweat or something. And she would be
Yes.
putting that lipstick or that lip
That
gloss.
yes.
I remember. Yep.
Well, those were the days.
And now she hardly comes on camera. She did come on camera after she came out of jail.
That was the move. That was the flex move, wasn't it?
When she came out of jail, yeah.
That was a flex because most people would have been embarrassed, would have, came back with the
Treecey was out there
avatar.
making friends. Follow me on YouTube, you guys. Follow me on YouTube. That's probably what she was saying.
Treecey, that is, wasn't that classic Treecey making friends? making friends.
She said, what did she say? She said one of the people in jail follows her on YouTube.
Yes, she drops down in the chat. Girl
Yeah.
still does.
Yeah. And they went out when they got released. They went out to eat and all kinds of
Yes, yes. Did they go? Where'd they go? McDonald's. to get
McDonald's, I
breakfast?
think.
Yeah, when they
You
wanted
went
breakfast.
straight out of the jail to McDonald's. Ain't that some
Hey,
shit?
that's where they all go. That's where R. Kelly went too.
Oh, did he?
Yep. The same McDonald's where he was picking up all them kids. Yep.
You know what?
Yep. Don't tell bro I said that.
So I know, right? He gets upset. Yeah.
He be like, free kills. Free
Oh,
kills.
there he is. There he is.
What y'all eat today? I cut up a little bit of I bought a rotisserie chicken while I was out, and then I had some cabbage that was getting ready to go bad, and I sauteed some cabbage. And that's what I'm getting ready to eat right now. I didn't eat dinner.
That
I was
sounds
coloring.
good.
What
You
y'all
were
have?
listening. What'd you have, Tanya?
Actually, I worked 12 hours today, so I didn't have time to cook anything. So I had those big old bags in the freezer, the mixed vegetable with the squash and the broccoli and
Yes.
all that in there. I threw like maybe 2 cups full into some water, cooked it on the stove, seasoned it up. Then I threw me about 3 little fish stick fingers in the oven on 450. And that's what I had for dinner, along with my vegetables on the side. And I threw some cheese on there, and that was it. And it wasn't even dinner. It was kind of like a late lunch because I knew I was going to be on here right after. I literally clocked out at 8.
Oh, wow.
Work, and jumped on here a few minutes later. And I was working since 7:30 this morning. So I literally just put something in my stomach, a couple of hours before I went live, or a couple of hours before I got off.
I had some black eyed peas and armadillo meat with some hog maws and chitlins.
I can't stand him right now.
Hog maws, chili, armadillo meat.
I can't stand him right now.
And a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Y'all do got armadillos running around there all the time, huh?
With a pint of moonshine.
Now that part sounds good.
Yeah, the moonshine sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, the
moonshine.
Well, I made chicken tikka. Is it chicken tikka masala?
She said tikka masala.
That's the red sauce, right?
And it turned out excellent.
Oh my God, that's that
red
chicken
matuna piccata.
Yes, that too.
Yes.
That too,
The
bro.
Lion King. She had the Lion King chicken.
I sure did.
I know
that's where I got my armadillos. No.
Oh.
Yeah, it was it turned out really well.
Oh, that sounds good.
I had my friend taste test it. She said, and she's a cook. She's like from a scratch cook. She said, you did all right. It could be spicier. I said, okay, well, but yeah.
Yeah, because that stuff is spicy. I had that meal a few times. That's the Indian, Indian dish. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm glad everybody ate good today. Amarillos and all.
Amarilla. How the hell do you?
I can't even say it. Amarillo.
How do you cook that bitch?
Amarillo.
You probably have to pull that armor off to get down into the
like
meat.
A crab.
Like a damn turtle. Like
a turtle.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Them things is ugly too.
That
long tail and that daggone nose.
Yeah.
With some ostrich kneecaps.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen to you. Listen here, brother. He said ostrich kneecap. You know what? I bet you them ostrich kneecaps are full of meat. I'm just saying.
I bet.
Them things is big as hell, ain't they? They kneecaps are like bowling balls. And they will devour you with them claws they got. Good Lord.
They remind me of the Roadrunner.
But the only thing is that they will stick their head in the ground like, I do not want to see my ass getting tore up. I know that's exactly what's going to happen. already know. Just
They
like,
don't even want to see it coming.
they don't even. Yeah, they like I'm about to be emu meat. Me, yep, yeah. You about to be
Girl,
ass
You know
up,
what?
face down, ass up. Hey,
I know my sister's in the background. Take your man's phone and just put
she
it
over
away.
here half-ass sleep.
Put it away. Lord Jesus.
My baby, she been going. She been working. She been
I
hustling. My
know.
baby,
Everybody been hustling and
we
grinding
been
and
down here in the 105 plus. We've been down here in the middle. No, we've been down here at the 3/4 bottom to hell's pit.
y'all got the 3 digits down there in Texas.
It's going down for real. Like it's like they telling you, if there is no need for you to be outside,
Stay your
there
ass.
don't please don't just go home. Even if you, I know you might be broke. You might be fake. You might be getting ready to get put out your house. Just don't go outside right now.
Yeah.
We don't have a medical emergency staff. I seen them today. We making a drop to the hospital emergency room. The nurse getting their food, and while she getting her food, we got the lifeline. I'm like, where does
You
helicopter
know
look?
what? I used to play that card when I was a young parent and I was always broke. Okay. Always broke. I tell a little of my stories every now and then. But my oldest son, who used to be a severe asthmatic and used to have seizures all the time, boy, I would play that card. They talking about we shutting your shit. But my son need his oxygen. My son needs his nebulizer machine. Write a doctor's note. Get a doctor's note. Shit.
Yeah,
shut up,
Doctor,
now
doctor,
we was just
doctor.
making a drop, I heard that old helicopter, and then by the time I look over, I see the pilot and the EMT. They rushing the old man up in there, his mouth wide open.
Oh,
They got
Lord.
the monitors on his chest. I'm like, yeah, like he about to get ready to clock out. They better hurry up and get his dusty ass on up in there.
I mean, seriously though, it's like, hey, I no shame in my game. I was one of those young parents on food stamps, welfare, Section 8 projects, all that kind of shit, and gas bill, dude. They trying to turn my shit off. I'm sorry, I got an asthmatic child. They will not shut your shit off.
I believe everybody should get food stamps. I don't give a damn how
I do too. Yeah.
I don't give a damn if you make it 6 figures. You still need some food stamps because your ass ain't running around here. You
At
buying
least
a
give
bunch
you
of
at
McDonald's.
least give you a mandatory minimum. A
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
mandatory
saying. I don't. How the hell you gonna give somebody that's on fixed income and their income is only
Give me $50.
$900 but their bills is $1,200, but you want to give them $10 in food stamps a month? Get out of here
I
with
I'm
give
gonna
that
me
tell
bullshit.
you. I'm
$50.
gonna
Can't
tell
buy
you
much.
about that electric thing and the asthma. Even though
Let
I
me
have
mute.
enough money to pay for my electricity and all that, I don't have that financial difficulties like people do. Whenever I sign an electrical bill or whatever, I let them know that I have asthma. I need to have electricity
Yep.
because I have machines. I
Mhm.
let them know that just so that they won't do the drive by or make an accidental whatever. Even though,
Yep.
like I said, I ain't been in that situation. I ain't gonna say I've never been like that. Yeah, I have been, years ago and shit. But since I gotten
Mhm.
older and mature and been responsible, and then I put that shit on my damn thing early on, I have never had to rely on the damn thing where they won't turn your power off because you need a machine. But
Mhm.
if you have that issue, always sign up for stuff. Don't ever be too proud,
Girl,
and
I
don't
never
ever
been.
think
And you know what, View?
right.
When it got to the point where I was doing a lot better, than what I was, like let's say for instance, like I said, I ain't got no shame in where I came from, and never will. But you know how
Right.
they have like summertime, they do the book bag giveaways for the kids, school supplies, notebooks, pens, crayons, all that shit. And I used to sign up for that when my kids were young. But there might be a certain year in between there where I'm doing really good. And I'm like, I ain't signing up for that shit. We going to Shopco. We going to Walmart. We going to buy all y'all
Hold
shit.
on, your
But you
bills.
know what? I know a lot of people who they could be sitting on figure after figure and they will still go down there because it's free and they don't want to buy it. And that's the
When I
same with
tell
the
you,
Christmas giveaways. Like there's been years in the
right.
past where I signed my kids up for the Secret Santa through the Salvation Army or something like that. And then there'll be years where we gonna go shopping. What y'all want? I'm gonna get y'all what y'all really want and not what y'all gonna just get at the Salvation Army or. And then
Splurge.
I know people who could be making figure after figure and they still will do it to this day Oh, I got money. I can buy my kids. Their kids got $5,000 worth of shit from their parents, and then they'll still go down there and get some free shit.
Yeah.
So I know people like that, and it's
Mm-hmm.
sad because I feel like if you really need it, it's there for you. Food stamps, welfare, Section 8, low income housing is there for you. But to take
Mm-hmm.
advantage of the shit, I don't like that
Yeah,
shit.
that's the part that I don't like to taking advantage of because
Mhm.
it's just me. So even though I can make money and pay for my utilities and things, but if I do get sick with asthma or something and something happens, who is going to help me? I don't have
And
the
what if
oh
you can't work? And
right, and I
not
got
because you
9
broke,
kids
but you
and I
just
can't pay
can't
for
work.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I always sign up for those things, even though they always say you're not qualified. I make sure the utilities that I have that in there where they can't just turn my shit off because I
Right.
may have an asthma attack and may need the machine to breathe. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even know if y'all know about solar panels, bitch. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a total electric household right here. The
Hmm.
electric bill last month was $12. The month before was 7. And when I first looked at the records, the people before they had the solar panels up here was paying $300-400 a month for the same time period. Y'all need to check into them goddamn solar panels. Now they do cost a little bit more. They are offering all these
But they do give you a lot of kickbacks. Yeah.
yeah, the kickback, and then I'm selling, and I know they say selling, but I'm not being charged. They're taking my uh, energy, the power companies back, because they only send me a bill for 12, $13, $15. Bitch, when in the past it would have been they would have been sending me a bill for $300-400. Not that I've been here when they was doing that, but total electric. So I know y'all be like, no, it's a conspiracy. It ain't no goddamn conspiracy, bitch. Save your goddamn money. Then you won't be on here begging for crab meat. Not that I'm saying using her as an example, but you know what I mean.
You
Sometimes
Mm.
stoked on
I need
my
the
dream.
alternate forms, and the sun is free. Okay.
So, so do
I
you live
know
in a?
that's right. The sun is definitely yes, man. You just say it, ain't it? Yes, man. The sun is free, but you know what they try to say? They trying to charge us for the sun, which is the energy and the light, the electricity. They want to charge us for air, but got the
The
nerves to
air,
contaminate it.
the
Air,
water.
How the
water.
hell you? How the fuck you gonna contaminate something, but then want to charge us for it? I say everybody should just stop paying taxes. Don't go to work. Don't do nothing. Just let the shit just civilization just start to crumble. I bet you they'll come to the bidding table then.
Oh my God.
I bet you they'll come to the bidding table then. Then they gonna turn into, hey, Mister Charlie, sir. Is it that was it that you want, boss? I sick, boss. You sick? I sick too. That's what they gonna turn into.
Mhm.
That's why I signed up for the electrical thing forever because even like I said, even if I was financially able, I didn't want to have to not work for a month for something else to happen or something, and all of a sudden I'm 2 months behind on my electrical bill and get this shit 2 3 months. So when I said,
Cut this
"Oh,
shit
total
off.
electric," I got to have an alternate form of getting my damn energy,
Mm,
and the
I know
solar
that's right.
panels, bitch. Now I had to write it into the mortgage. I had to write it into that, but then the company went bankrupt, and it's just a whole big old thing. I didn't really want to talk about it, but I think they've straightened everything out. If you all are able to do it, do it. Cause you could be paying $300-400 a month, especially during the summertime. Bitch, the bill was $12. Bitch, when I tell you total electric, 4 bedrooms, through 2 bathrooms, did you dock yourself? Bitch, don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing with all these goddamn rooms and shit.
I
I
know that's right.
but no, I'm just saying,
I know
you
that's right. Tell them,
right.
man.
So why would I turn down having that
You know what I
$9
be
a
doing in
month?
all them good old rooms, especially if I don't have no kids at home.
Hey,
And nothing. I
hey.
run shit. I run shit. I don't even be home. I went on vacation a couple of days. Y'all didn't know. Y'all ain't had to know. Girl, I had left shit running. I forgot about. It's like what the fuck? No, hey, this electric bill was still what it was like. I think it was like $22 that month.
That's
Girl,
not bad.
free
Mhm.
sun, free energy.
Well, do you have? I don't think my association will let me do that.
Well, now that's the thing.
Yeah.
because it is
Figures.
aesthetically, it's not. Some people don't like it, but you know what? Fuck them. Petition to get that shit in there because the panels now look really nice, and you can get them to match
Yeah,
your
they
They
look
room.
a
even
lot
got
better
it for
than
they
what
even
they
got
did
some
back
roof. They
in
even
the
got
day.
solar roofs. So
Back
they
in the
know.
day,
They
they
get
were all
solar roof,
big and
right?
gaudy
And
looking.
solar windows.
Yeah.
Mm.
So they can't stop it. They can't
They
fucking
can't.
association fuck it. They can't stop that shit. Everybody, bitch, $9 is opposed to $200-300 a month, bitch.
Mm.
I don't even want
Yeah.
to know what my electric bill with all this running the air like this. Ugh.
Should mine be
I mean,
kicking butt, child?
What part
just,
of the country y'all in?
I'm in the
I'm e-
East Coast.
I'm east.
Yeah, they east, you
Also,
south.
y'all getting hit.
West.
Well, who y'all energy? Is it Duke Energy?
You know, we ain't gonna do. I ain't doxing. I ain't gonna tell shit. I'm
No,
in
I
the
said
deep.
who's y'all energy provider? Is it Duke or what is it
Oh,
called?
well, that might be doxing for her.
Yeah, it is because where I'm at, I'm in 3 states. So if I tell you which one, you'll know mainly
No, I
where I'm
got
at.
you. Never mind. Never
Yeah,
mind. No, I got. But I
Right,
know.
never mind.
I
Right.
know the East Coast ones as
that
well.
might be.
So,
I say we got Cox Cable for our internet. Cox is Midwest, down south.
oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Cox is
you're right.
everywhere. So
A lot of people got Con Edison and all that.
yeah,
You know, down here in Texas, we know we got they got a plethora of energy. Please, I don't want them to be my life provider. We got them over there. We got a little bootleg Sam down there, but he ain't gonna charge you nothing to plug it up. But that bill gonna be high as hell.
yeah, we don't want to dox nobody on here.
Now, when
Now
I
I got
lived in
y'all.
Arizona, they had them damn wind chime things, and then I don't even know what power company service I had because I lived
Wind
in an
chimes.
apartment.
You know what?
But
What kind
they
of
had
wind
the wind
chime?
chimes across the sand deserts and stuff. All
Oh,
that
you
wind and
mean?
them damn pipes.
Oh,
I just
that's cute. She calls them wind chimes. That's so
What
cute.
are they? Are you over in that area? I'm not trying to
No,
be
I'm
nosy.
east. I'm
But
east.
you
I
know,
don't.
what do you
I've
call those
seen
things? They're
them.
all wind. They're like a
Are
whole farm of growing wind
wind
things.
machines?
Oh, I think I
Maybe.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know what? Also, they would say so. Everybody want to get the doc. You know what? But you know what? I'm not. You know what? Bring y'all ass down here to Texas if y'all want that doxing. We'll show
Oh
you something
Lord,
about some
here you
damn doxing.
go.
Yeah,
Dawson,
we'll show you
what's the
something about
power
some
company?
doxing. We're gonna give you some free
No, don't go
electricity.
down to Texas. Don't go down to Texas.
Yeah, we're gonna give you some free electricity. We don't say electricity. Some electricity.
Gonna
Yeah, bring
light
it
your
on.
ass off. Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
we gonna light you on up. Yeah, come on with
You
that
know
old
what? We've
doxing if
been
you
on here
want.
for 3 hours, bro. So
I
on
know.
that note,
I'm about to take this last shot of
on
moonshine
that
and
note,
drink my little
You
drink.
said
okay.
Then I'm about to.
moonshine?
You
Good
going live in the
night.
morning, right, View?
I ain't had
Well,
nothing to
you know what's
say.
so funny? I ain't gonna even tell on myself, but I got a drug test in the morning. I'm sure gonna pass it to you.
Bro, you
Get the
better
fuck out
pass.
of
You
here.
better pass.
I'm gonna leave. Thank you for having me over. I'll talk to
thank,
y'all later.
Hold
Bye.
on, View.
thank
You
you.
Uh,
going live in the morning?
What? Huh?
You going live in the morning?
Yeah. If I go to
Okay.
sleep now, I'll
Try
have
to
ability to
at
I'm
go
least
gonna
live.
be
watch
listening.
one of those
Everybody,
videos before you go to
remember
live.
your homework.
Yes,
Everyone
ma'am.
At
on the
least
panel.
watch one of those
Video.
videos before you go live. Either Slappy Slapster or just Kimmie.
Oh, I will, girl. I will, and I'll report on it for you.
Okay. All right.
And
Okay.
y'all
All
make
right.
sure that
Love
they.
you.
Y'all know
Oh,
I love all y'all. Y'all make sure they free
you
kills and Rod Racks and all the other greats and all them
Man,
other good.
forget Rob Rat. Anyway, Corey,
And
last
Bye.
minute
make sure y'all
words
got
for
some
your
Dijon
guys,
mustard.
free Rob Racks and Kills.
Bro is he
And make
forget
sure
Rob.
y'all got some Dijon.
Thank
And
you.
I got some grapefruit palm.
Oh
Forget
God.
if Treecey forgot Rob Racks and now she's with Noble, we need to forget Rob Racks.
Oh, you know. Okay. My
Treecey
bad.
the
My
move
bad.
on. Treecey
Oh,
the
she
move
with Noble.
on.
I thought she was with Passer. My bad.
That's a whole nother show. You know what? I'm out of here. Good night.
Bye.
Love
Thank
you
Hey,
guys.
love all
And
y'all,
Lord
man.
Jesus.
love you too. Bye bye.
Peace and love.
You know
All
what?
right,
On
so.
that note,
Oh,
everybody, thank you for tuning in. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table. Stay safe. Be blessed. Remain vigilant at all times. And always remember to
you
keep
gotta keep it hood, man. You gotta keep it hood. Yeah, because I know. Trees, you gotta be saying yourself. She been with the pastor.
Bye, bro. I love y'all.
You
Bye.
know, you too. Tracy over here getting digged down by pastor.
No, she's not. Bye.
Bye, sis. I'm gone. Bye.